Okay, what we have here is a Greenspeed GT20 fitted with a Bafang mid-drive motor. So I was just going to run through some of the basic controls on this so you can get an idea if you've bought one or thinking about buying one. So at the back here you have the battery. Now under the cover here there'll be an on-off switch and a charge port. So if you want to start the bike up, you turn the switch on and you come up here to your control pad. Now the control pad has a power button in the middle, a minus button and a plus button. So if you press and hold the power button for about 3 seconds, the screen then powers up. Press and hold it again and the screen's turned off. So I'll show the screen while I press the power button. So press the power button, screen powers up. So if you wish to finish your ride and you wish to turn the bike off, you come back, press and hold the power button, the screen will turn off, then you come back to the battery, turn the battery off. Now on the control pad, we've seen before, you have the power button, the minus button, the plus button. They actually change settings and change how the display will show things. So you can see they click. So we'll go up and have a look at the display. A bit of a reflection, but anyway, that's better. So on your display you've got time of day, charge left in the battery as a percentage, speed. The number 3 is the pedal assistance level, and then there's some data down here that will scroll through the buttons. So if you press the minus button, you see we go 3, 2, 1, and that's pedal assistance turned off. So you use the minus button to go down, pressing the plus button, and we can go up to maximum pedal assistance. Now you'll see if I press the power button on the control pad, for each click it will scroll through the display at the bottom. So 1 click, range, trip meter, maximum speed, average speed, and time that the motor's been turned on since the last power up. Now you can also use the buttons. If you press the plus and the minus button together, you'll see that's also your reset. So the trip just reset by pressing both buttons. So again, minus button changes the pedal assistance, which is off. Plus button increases it to maximum pedal assistance. Now your bike, when it's fitted, the battery, there'll be a set of keys for it. The keys do nothing but lock the battery to the mounting frame, and the key hole goes here. You rotate that, pull the battery, and it will pop up and off. A bit difficult with one hand, but it actually sits on and slides back into position. So this is when you need to charge it. If you want to take the battery off, you can take it off using the key, sit it back on like that, push, clicks, keys pull out. Now one other thing these systems have, which is quite handy, is walk mode. So it will only go to a maximum of 6 kilometers an hour, but anyway, give a display. I've put it up on a stand so the back wheel's off the ground, so you can see how it works. We'll go through the startup mode again. Power on. There, power on. Over to our control pad, press and hold the button. See the display power up. Now if you press and hold the minus button, you'll see, and you have to hold it in, you'll see that it'll come up with, hold it for a few seconds, P, and now the motor's going. So as long as you're holding it in, which I am. So if you're in an area where there's a lot of people and you don't want to pedal, you can just move along slowly just by holding that button in. Now if I let go of that button, it stops and the P disappears off the screen. So if I do that again, I'll press and hold minus, you must hold it. And there we are, P. They call it walk mode or pedestrian mode. Let go of the button and we're back to standard pedelec mode. Now, one thing to keep in mind, these will operate as a normal trike. You don't have to power them up. You don't. If your battery is completely flat, you can still ride it. It's usable as a normal trike without anything being powered on. So that's walk mode or pedestrian mode. Now to charge your battery, like any big rechargeable battery like this, always try and do it on a surface that's not flammable, just for safety. I mean, it's very rare for there to be a problem, but it's best to play it safe. So this is your charger. It has an indicator light here, which will be red when it's charging, green when it's fully charged. You will hear some noise while it's charging because there's a fan in there to keep the charger cool. The charger does develop some warmth when it's running. So you get your charging plug. That's your charging port there. Just pushes in like so. Now always leave turning the actual power on at the power point or at the end of your lead until everything is connected. So we're plugged into the battery. We're on a surface that's not likely to catch fire if there's a problem. Our charger's all plugged in, and this lead has a switch on it, so I'll turn that on and we'll watch what happens over here at the charger. So I've turned it on, red light's on, shows it's charging, and you may be able to hear some fan noise. So that's to keep the charger from getting too hot. It will become a little bit warm, which isn't a problem, and we'll leave that on charge until the indicator light goes green. Don't leave them permanently on charge. Once the light's green, disconnect the battery. So it's not a battery maintainer, it's a battery charger. So you charge it up, once the light's gone green, disconnect it. Personally, I'd charge it after each ride so the battery is always full for whenever you want to go out. So to disconnect, it's the reverse. So we'll go over, turn the power off there, the fan stops, and you'd come up and just pull your charger plug out, shut the little rubber door.